Mhm. Okay, let's start the video.
अदनान चेतन
जिगर
जीकू
अजीत समाज जराट अनूप अकील मोहम्मद फैसल जयप्रकाश मोहसिन मफी प्रीति प्रिया आजितोष तुषार उबैद जीकू सर वसीम सर इरफान सैयद विष्णु कम मोहम्मद वंदना वेल कुमार
अली
अली रजा एडविन चंद्रा मोहन इमरान सर अरफात दीपक अदनान अजय बतूर इब्राहिम मुरली रिजवान सचिन सुजीत कॉम्पले रिया सैयद फैसल हारून खान विनय जावेद सेंगर फारिद प्रदीप प्रेम अभिषेक आमिर
कांग्रेचुलेशन
मोहम्मद सईद परिता नबील चित्रा तला
हारिस
कांग्रेचुलेशन
मनीष
अमर अदेरुल पलीसा असलम आतिफ ग्रेस ग्रेग बैक सचिन कमाल बशकर रोहित पैटिस दीक्षित रियाज सौरभ सिद्धार्था नदीर तारिक वेंकट तो हरी पश्चिम से मंसूर रेहाना विजय विशाल
अर्जुन
असद इलियास खान कांग्रेचुलेशन एंथनी अरविंद हसान जी वसीम मंगेश राज अकबर वर्ना संकल्प विषय ईश्वरी अफजाल विवेक हसीब हामिद लीश पल्लवी अनम फैसल
बुरहान
हुसैन मतीन पांडे
सैयद खलील मुनीफ
हसन गुप्ता आशा अजय इकेन
पूजा
तलहा विजय अमजद जाफरी हसन सुजित अमित टीबी राजू पवन उमर मान वेंकटेश अहमद गुप्ता शीश मैरी शॉन जमाल तुलसीदास अनान मोहसिन नदीम अली हिसाम कवैस अजीम मंसूर शकील केरिया हसन रियाज हुसैन प्रदीप मीना आसमा दुर्गा शरीफ अली अल बलूच कांग्रेचुलेशन माय फ्रेंड सलमान सुबता हसन मोहसिन मनीक क्रिस्टोफर जंगीर हमास मोहम्मद शफीक नवीन दरिक्सा फियाज प्रशांत इलियास धमवीर नीजू अब्राहम श्रीनिवास सुंदेला नबील अहमद नवीद बिलाल बिदरा अली शाजी उबैद बाबर कौडी रिजवान इमरान विवेक राजीव राव इश्ताक फैजान रहील निसार उमर आज संदीप शराज तीनों
नुसमा
कोमल शिवानी सलमान सदा आनंद दिलवम अजय साबिर उजैर सुरिंदर प्रदीप अमीर मोहित वकास निधि उमर उस्मान संदीप अमित अबू ताहिर नवीन अर्शद मोहम्मद विवेक
या
गुलशान फुरकान गजेंद्रा नागराज नसीम सागर मोहम्मद जायना हुसैन रश्मि नेहा फैसल अली अली अल अजमी हमाद नुमान आलम विजय सरनाया सवाना मोहम्मद जक्का जाकिर
कांग्रेचुलेशन सादिमा
सहर अजेब
समीर
इफ्ती तलाल हमाद
उमर
उस्मान मलिक अजेब वकास प्रिया रफी सायरा सरस्वती सौरभ सशवानी फैवज श्रीकांत प्राण जानदार डुओ फ्रांसिस अब्दुल मोहम्मद उमर अभिषेक अभिलाष अबरार फरहान लता निधि इब्राहिम विनोद फैसल अमीर इनाम अब्दुल अजीज इकेन अकमल अजान बासिल गारिमा कैवन पद्मा साजिद वलीद चेताली अन्नामिका जरना सुदीप नवीन मोजदेव नवीद
कांग्रेचुलेशन
आतिफ चक्रा हसन नदीम आबिद पटेल आदिति सुभाषेश कुरेश उमर रफीउल गुलाम शाम बाबू दीपक कैरोलिन लिनविन शीतल एल्विन उनिंद्रा प्रशांत अब्रार अली खान राम विद्या तलहा बासाद राशिद माधवन गुरजीत ऋषु दत्ता सबान अजीम मंगेश मुदस्सिर प्रदीप सिद्रा अली मैन कांग्रेचुलेशन सुहेल अमूल तहसीन नबील आतिफ जिया नित्या शाह मोहम्मद शकील उमर अहमद मिस्टर अवध श्रुति सलमान खालिद सैयद सत्यस्नान वसी सैयद सुहेल शाम सिन्हा जिद इकबाल विवेक. And here we have my 1000 PM in less than 3 years, Muhammad Adil. Hello guys and welcome back to the question answer session, my 10 question answer coaching call. So first of all, I'm extremely happy that you guys made it, and those people who keep on coming, I really love you all. Okay, now let's talk about the question answer session and how that question answer session is important for you. For first of all, I would like to know, do you have any question whatsoever regarding PMP? This is an important thing. One of my students actually messaged me and said that, sir, you stop asking us. Sometime we do have some questions that we wanted to ask. So whatever the questions about PMP you may have, any question about PMP, about any topic, ask me. I will be more than happy to first answer that, and then we will solve question answers. The purpose of this coaching call is for all those people who are my students and who are not my student. Because if you are my student, you also get Tuesday coaching call, you get Saturday coaching call, and multiple other ways. So this is the time to become a little bit selfish. This is a time to ask your question, answer whatever the question you may have regarding your PMP. Any question. It can be what is the basic criteria of PMP till any topic. For example, the one question that we were discussing a few minutes back about the risk and when does the risk are identified. So risks are identified throughout the project. Risks are identified throughout the project. They are not just identified in the planning, they are identified throughout the project. For example, in the planning, you identify all the risk you can, you put it into the risk register, and then you monitor those risks. But as you move forward in execution, in monitoring and control, and throughout that journey, whenever a new risk is identified, okay, you identify the risk, you go back to the previous step, you put it into the risk register, and we work into that way. We identify the risk, we prioritize them, and we worked into that pattern way. Okay, that is one thing. Same goes for stakeholder. Throughout the process, whenever a stakeholder is identified, whenever a stakeholder identified, you put that into the stakeholder register, and we worked into that way. So that's another way to look into that. That's another way to put into that context. So whatever the questions you guys may have or anyone have, please feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer it. Okay, what the questions as I have? Hi, hello, hi Sarfraz, hello. So Kavita cleared, Vishal cleared, Tahir Khosa cleared, Zahir cleared, like bunch of people cleared in last 1 week, 10 to 15 people. Okay, so K Chandra Shikra is asking metric structure hierarchy. Chandra, can you be more specific, like what your exact question is? Because it looks like 4 to 5 questions in one go. So if we talk about the different organizational structure, so we have project oriented, that is projectized organization. Project oriented organizations are those organization which only does project. Then we have functional organization. Functional organizations are those organization like operational organization which only does operations, right? Then in between we have matrix organization, we have weak matrix organization, we have strong matrix organization, and we have balanced matrix organization. Weak matrix organization are more like functional organization where project manager has 10 to 15% authority. He's even called as a project coordinator. Functional manager has more power over resources. When we go towards the balance matrix, project manager and this functional manager both have same authority. And if there's a conflict, and which happens, the basically conflict is handled by project manager. How we handle the conflict? Step one, both of them talk, project manager and functional manager. And if the conflict is not resolved, then we go to the more of a sponsor to handle that conflict. And third is strong matrix. Strong matrix is more towards the project oriented or projectized organization, where when a project manager is having a problem, we worked into that way, he has the authority to deal that. Okay, so you put the question again, matrix structure or predictive. So this is basically predictive, whereas in agile works in a project oriented or a strong matrix organization. We always assume or agile is working in a project oriented. These are more used in predictive structures. Walaikum salam. Okay, and Prem Kumar, I'm taking a mock in Udemy and scoring between 60. How should I make sure? Okay, so there are two to three things that first of all, which mocks you are taking. On Udemy, there are multiple mocks. 3D Broy, that is the most recommended mocks, I say. On Udemy, if you are buying, if you are looking for a cheap mocks, then on Udemy, 3D Broy mocks are the most relevant mocks, I would say. If you are getting 65 to 75% in his mock, you are ready. I still remember he has two full mocks, Okay, he has two full mock, and in those mocks 70% is good. If you buy my mocks on my simulator and you are doing random mocks on my simulator, 60% is awesome score, right? But my mocks are not on Udemy. I have a separate simulator that you need to buy. Okay, how to improve the score? Now that is one of the most beautiful questions that we need to ask. I would say in a very simple way, root cause analysis. Root cause analysis. You go to every single question. You go to every single question. You identify. You identify what those basically, what to say, what did you learn from that question, what mistakes you made. Root cause analysis is the holy grail how you improve your question answer score. You identify where you are making a mistake and you improve on it and you keep on improving that. Never leave even a single question, not even a single question, without doing the root cause analysis. This is a very important thing, and I would say that's the most important thing. Doing the root cause analysis is the critical part. I Prem, you do the root cause analysis, your score will get better. Okay, so last couple of week ago, you used a plan where you saw some students weak in some topic, some team topic risk we want from other topics. Okay, so Prasad, I was busy in my batch, but from Monday coaching call, not Monday coaching call, from next Thursday coaching call, let me know which topics you think we did from risk, we did team. We'll start doing into that way for sure. For the okay, okay, for yes, we have a PMP marathon that is 60 question answer session on this Sunday. That is PMP Marathon, 60 question answers on this Sunday. All those question answers are made by certified PMPs, not by me, by certified PMPs. Like Ashok made like 20 questions, Vishal is making some question, Kavita is making some question, and of course, other students who will be clearing, they will be making some questions. So those, that is the most important coaching call. So do join that. So Kiran Kumar is saying that I sent the email. Uh, Everyone will get email by Saturday, because we are like, if I checked my inbox before the session, we had like 100 plus people have emailed us for that session, and we are still accepting the registration. So we will email everybody on Saturday and then again send a reminder on Sunday. Artifact is a name that we use for documents. All 33 documents that we use are considered artifact. Issue log is an artifact. Risk register is an artifact. Change log is all those 33 documents are artifact. I think PMP Marathon. No, PMP Marathon, Jawad. I don't make those questions for PMP Marathon. PMP Marathon are actual questions made by certified PMP. The value of the PMP Marathon is that I have nothing to do with that. PMP Marathon is the questions made by certified PMPs for students. So I cannot say that, because whatever the questions the certified PMPs think they are more relevant for the exam, they make it. So that is the specialty of PMP Marathon. Okay, what else questions we have? Okay, any other question about anything? So guys, if you have not registered for PMP Marathon, my email address is ameralipmp@gmail.com. It will be on Sunday. It is only for registered. What happened to my thumb? I use out of mobile. So because of using mobile, uh, follow up, follow up, follow up. So it has a problem. So yeah, it keeps on happening to me for last 1 year. Okay, G guys, anyone has any question? Okay, so okay, okay guys. So let's solve the question answers now, and we will be solving. And yeah, please do like the video, as Bhaskar is saying, so that it can start coming into the algorithm of YouTube. Okay, we'll be so Chandra, put your question. Always use 4 hour of communication. This is the third or fourth question you're asking, and your question is not precise. Right information at right time to right people. Which concept you are talking? when you are putting the question, uh, always put it in like next comment you are putting remembered, so put it in a proper way. Marathon timing, same timing, Renuka, 8 p.m. to 12 a.m., 8 p.m. UAE time, that becomes 9:30 India time, 7 p.m. Qatar Kuwait time, and 12 p.m. EST, same time, exactly this time, but on Zoom. I will share the link for those people who have registered. Okay, let's go to the question answer. Hmm. Question number one on your screen now. I hope you can see the question. Okay, you can see the question. Those people who are watching on Instagram, TikTok, I do recommend those question answer session. If you want to join, please come to YouTube so that you can learn about how to solve those questions. I do recommend that. Okay, guys, see you at YouTube. Bye bye. Okay. Chandra, Bala, Kiran, Shahid, Fahad, whenever you are solving a question, always give the justification. Why do you think this answer is a right answer or this answer is a wrong answer? I see your answers, but why? Hmm. Now that's a better way to put into that, because if stakeholder receive information, need to know. Okay. Review communication plan, communication management plan, B. Mostly people have answer right, but what's my problem is there? I want you to give justification. Okay, because Shahid Hafiz is communication plan is how to engage the stakeholder. Pradeep Thomas, really happy to see you, Pradeep. A long time no see, but good to see you, brother. No, C is not the right answer, Pradeep. Communication plan. Okay, so let's go to the question now. Question is that one of the key stakeholders complained that he is receiving daily report wherever he only need phase gate report. We discussed this question in the EST coaching call also, that somebody is receiving daily report but he is asking it on weekly basis. It can be oriented in any possible way. The purpose is that he wants to receive the report in his own way. The question could also be that he wanted the video, he's receiving written. He wanted verbal, whatever the way. 4 hour of communication, right information at right time to right people to have right impact, how they want the information, which information is most critical to them, how they want to categorize it. So whenever we are talking about 4 hour of communication, right information at right time to right people to right impact, it will always be review communication plan. We will not revise stakeholder register, is already identified stakeholder, no need to review stakeholder plan. Now some people say D as a right option. Okay, you see, we are not here changing or updating the plan. The first step is basically review the plan, what the plan has in it, why is receiving the information accordingly, and then maybe update the plan. Then we may update the plan. I hope that makes sense to you. Let's go to the next question. Okay. So the question is here. Okay, see. Thomas, Pradeep Thomas, Shahid Hafiz, Bala, Prabhu. Please give the justifications of the answers. Again, I am looking more of a justification here. So, hmm, culture awareness. Okay, because they have to aware the culture. Diversity training because uh, it is acceptable behavior of different cultures. Musa justification training to emotional intelligence. Know about the company. Fahim is saying a give the justification. Justification. Musaisha culture awareness. Okay. So when you give the justification of the question, when you understand the question and give the justification, that actually helps to understand the context of the question. That really helps to understand why this thing is there. Guys, I will keep saying that thing. You will not get the same questions in your exam. You will not have the same challenges while you are giving the real exam. The most important thing is to understand the basic behind that. The most critical part is to know what is being said in the question, right? What is being worked in this question. So what we need to look into that, we need to put the justification of the question, why that is the right answer or the wrong answer. You are working the project where team members talking to each other don't look into each other eyes. So you don't look into each other eyes. You have been working in an organization where this was not the case. So what you were working in some kind of organization where this was not the case. People used to look into each other eyes. What should the project manager do? This does not happen with the team members. Okay, arrange a diversity training, not a bad option. Arrange a culture awareness training, very beautiful option. Arrange training on emotional intelligence, no. Arrange training on political awareness. Okay, please understand there are cultures in which you cannot look into eyes of your even your boss, your senior family members, or things of those nature. The reason is very straightforward. It's how the culture is worked into that way. It's how the culture is respected into that patent way. It's not allowed to do that in the culture, or it's not considered good in that culture. This is what it is. Okay, this is how the culture basically work into those patent countries. Pakistan has such culture, India has such culture, Japan is very famous about that culture. In US and Canada, if you don't look into the eyes of the person, they will consider as a bag. So we need to look into that, which type of culture we are working into right now, right? So we need to identify and train them on the culture awareness. B is the right answer. It's not about emotional intelligence. Some people are doing, some people are not doing. It's about the culture. We need to know the difference among the political awareness and the culture awareness, emotional intelligence, and things of those nature. This thing falls under the culture awareness. I hope that makes sense to you. Next question. Okay, deal with politics. Okay, so let's look into that further. Mhm. C C C C C political awareness. He trained political D. Jawad is saying D. He trained on active listening as the work will have approved by active listening. Work will be approved by active listening. Okay. C. Political awareness. Active listening, political awareness. Okay. So let's go to the question. Let's see what do we have in this question. Hmm. So you you have been asking your sponsor to make a decision to approve or reject the deliverable. It has been 4 weeks. Sponsor is not taking it seriously. You shared with the senior manager. He shared that you are working in an organization where decisions are actually made either in the golf course or at the smoking corner. Right? Next weekend, you went to play the golf. You discussed the status of the deliverable with the sponsor and he immediately approved it. What has sponsor did for you? Okay. Guys, what is political awareness and what is cultural awareness? Put in the chat box. What is political awareness and what is cultural awareness? Put it in the chat box. It is not active listening. Active listening has nothing to do with that. It is not emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence has nothing to do with that. Jawad, active listening is when somebody is talking to you, you listen to their emotions, you listen to the things that they're not even saying that. So active listening has nothing to do here, brother. Nothing at all. So that we will remove it. Okay? That we will remove it. So active listening goes out of the box. Same goes for emotional intelligence. It's not about emotional intelligence. So let's talk about what is culture. Influential power in political awareness. Okay, I like what he said. When we are dealing with a high influencer, if she need to understand. Okay, okay. Kunal, I am also waiting for decision power, influential power in political awareness. What else? Hmm. Okay. Things are done, how things are done, that is, Shrikant, that is political awareness. Okay, let's take, because that is what is happening here with everybody. Let's take this as a case study and let's work on this question. Okay, so if you guys are saying what Shrikant has just posted here, how things are done in a company, if that is political awareness, how things are done in a local culture, no, how things are done, that is culture. Culture does not limit, Shrikant, to some country. Culture does not limit. If I do follow up, like I do follow up in my PMP training, we have started PGMP, we are doing PGMP follow up, we are doing RMP follow up, we are doing ACP follow up. So is it a culture or is it a political awareness? We do follow up. I am doing this follow up with you. So is it a culture or is it a political awareness? I'm waiting for your answer, guys. This is a culture. Now, most of the time, CEOs or the senior people, uh, CEOs, if you have watched movies or if you know CEOs, CEOs love to play golf. And every person who becomes a new CEO, they go and learn golf. When they are learning how to play golf, trying to get into that circle, trying to get into that circle. Is it a culture or is it a political thing? Is it a culture or is it a political things? Culture awareness. So now comes this thing. Most of the time they make their decision there. Most of the time they make their decision there. It is understanding the culture nuances. It is understanding the culture nuances. Political awareness is who has the power, who has the power, person, which person has the power. So the right answer here is B, option beta. Am I clear with it? I'm not going to the next question till you get clarity on that. Am I clear in it? Pradeep, thank you. I need everyone to type. Hmm. Okay, cool. Okay. Now let's go to the next question. You are moving from Dubai to China. You have been using WhatsApp for communication, like messaging and immediate responding, right? But now WhatsApp does not work. What will you update to make sure this does not happen in future projects? So now this is a very categorical thing. The question, this question is kind of a twist of the question we are doing. We are not here updating. We are not talking about the communication tools here. We are talking about something that we want that it does not happen in the future projects, right? So Fazan, how did you put B here? Prabhu, let's talk about why not D. Not all communication goes to PMIS, Fazan. Read the question proper. Not all communication goes to PMIS. And we need to go for the question to question what the question is asking. Okay. The real question is C or D. Hmm. Shahid Hafiz put the justification. Why C, why D? It's a part of PMIS. Since question is for future, we need to update OPA. Okay. Shrikant, you give your comment, na? What you have a comment on Kunal thing? Okay, so let's look at in this question. You are moving from Dubai to China. You have been using WhatsApp for communication, right? Now WhatsApp does not work in China. What will you need to make this does not happen in future? One thing is for sure. One thing is for sure. We need to update. We need to update PMIS because PMIS talks about that where does the where does the like these tools which tools we can use, but the question is talking about future project. PMIS does not talk about the future, so B is updated for sure, but that is not the right answer here. Neither is A. So we are left between C and D. C and D is the right answer here. So update OPS looks like right. Update lesson learned register look like right. But I'm gonna go with what Kunal said, that PMIS is updated and we will be updated lesson learned repository, and that is why we need to go with the C option. Both C and D are the right answers, but C is better than D in this patent case. C is better than D in this patent case. I would go with C option. It's a very good question. C is better than D in this patent option. Okay, next question. You are working in a large project. In this project, you have to share a lot of which will be the best method? Guys, you are jumping towards send all updates. Okay, I send him all the updates. Okay, done. I send him push information. But if I want, it's a large project here. I also want to have a one-to-one information. How I can do one-to-one in push? Sometime I want them to get a recording of that and looked it for later on. How can I not only use this, right? We will use a combination of all, guys. Please understand the question. Please understand the question. When you see a question, you normally run away and directly answer that. Please slow down. Use the 7 step formula. I beg you. You need to use a 7 step formula. 7 step formula. Slow down. Slow down, my brother. Slow down, my sister. Read the context of the question, what the question is saying. D is the right answer here. It's a large project. You may need to talk to them. You may need to share the information. You may need to look the information in a different way. Push, pull, interactive communication. All form of communication is used here. Please slow down. Not every question is hard. Not every question is easy. Every question need to be dealt in that way, sir. Before I move to the questions, I want to understand one thing from all of you. How much questions are making sense to you? And everybody, I need to understand this thing. How much questions are making sense to you? Are you getting clarity on the question answers? Are you getting understanding what the question says? Are you clear about that? How the questions are working at the end of the day? If you don't understand the question, once I explain that, are you getting clarity on that? This is very critical. Ayam is saying, yes. Okay, it's good to see. It's good to see. Okay, cool. Okay, next question. Work related. CWPI. Okay, in question we have to share information combination of all. Okay, before I go to that question, what I want to know, what is work performance data? Put it in the chat box. What is work performance data? It's not date. It should be data. DATA. What is work performance information and what is work performance report? Put all of them in the chat box. What is work performance data? What is work performance information? And what is work performance report? Please put in the chat box. Planned and actual. Okay. So what is work performance data? Work performance data is the raw information, the work that you are actually doing, the work the work that you are actually doing is exactly coming towards you. That is data. You do it and you immediately looked into that. Work performance data, you worked and you immediately you get that information. And information is basically you compare data with your plan. You compare data with your plan and you contextualizes. That is information. Report is when you combine all the information into one comprehensive. You get data, data get converted into information, then you combine into one report. That report is utilized and worked into that way. Okay, data get converted into information get converted into report. So you shared a report with the stakeholder according to their requirement. The report C, work performance report, is shared according to the each person requirement. It does not have more information, it does not have less information. Many people are saying B is the right answer. Bala Krishna and other people who are saying B as the right answer. B, Shrikant, has the information of each department. So when data comes, let's say data is coming from execution, it goes to scope department. Scope compare that data with their plan and what they generate, like how many, is your project on schedule or not schedule. SPI is is basically work and performance information of schedule. CPI is a work performance information of cost. Number of changes is a work performance information of scope. So everyone has their own reports. Work performance report is a comprehensive report which comes to the project manager and then he combine, contextualize, and share with them. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you. The right answer here is C. Work performance is the right answer. Okay, next question. One more time, guys, PMP Marathon will be on this Sunday. You need to register. Send your email to the email given, amiralipmp@gmail.com. Especially if you are not my student, you need to register for that. Otherwise, you will not be allowed in that session. Okay, many people are saying A, A. Let's see what the right answer for this question is. Walaikum Salam, Hasib. How are you? Hasib Qureshi. I'm good, Hasib. Okay. People watching at Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok, various ways. I do recommend come to YouTube because that is where the real action is happening. Everyone is learning from the questions. You are working in the project and team has just shared that the cost of the project will be more. So now it's a very critical question. Many time people say, when do we escalate to anyone? So when do we escalate? When the tolerance limit increases, when the limit of the tolerance goes above our paycheck, when we don't want to go it further, then we escalate it. Here, if we look into that, if you are working in a project and the question is saying that the cost of the project is getting more than the benefit, you did analysis of that, so you already checked it yourself, right? You don't go with the anyone's analysis, you checked it yourself, and yes, the team is right that the cost is more. Now what we need, keep monitoring the status of the project. Why, Shahid Saab, why I would do that? Already the cost is out of the way, the cost is already more. Why would I monitor it? No, 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 no. This is a bad scenario. We need to go to sponsor Rubina. We cannot sit here, my friend. We need to go to the sponsor. We need to talk to him. We cannot do analysis, and we don't have authority to close the project. It is where now the threshold limit has increased. The threshold limit has gone beyond our pay grade. Now we need to escalate it to the sponsor, and then the sponsor will decide. The sponsor will decide what to do and what not to do. Escalating is always the last option, but here we have to do it. Let's go to the next question. Guys, if you haven't liked this video, I do recommend you please do like it so that it can start coming into the algorithm of YouTube. Uh, then those people, especially who will watch later on, do put your answers with the comments. If you disagree, I will come to and I will answer, try to answer every single thing that you may have. During weekly status meeting, one of the stakeholder he is getting too detailed report, whereas stakeholder is complaining he is not getting it. What should you do? So the problem is that every single stakeholder should get a report. Every single stakeholder should get the information according to their requirements. That is the bottom line that we need to look into that. Everyone should get the information what they asked for, not more, not less than that. By the way, which plan take care of that thing? Put in the chat box. Which plan take care of that thing? 'Communication management plan'. Communication management plan, Faisal Saab, not stakeholder plan. Right information at right time to right people is the part of communication plan, sir. So A is the right answer here. Understanding the requirements, how the things will work. Next question. 60 question answers of PMP. Free. Okay, so you are working in a project. You have analyzed that the project sponsor always consult his secretary, who has been working for past 2 decades with him. You first share with the secretary if she gave you modified and send it to that. Now that is understanding the political awareness. We discussed about this is not culture again. Jawad, you are again confusing. Again, you are confusing. Culture is how the organization does the things. This is where the power lies. This is he is basically uh, a secretary has some powers uh, that is not written on the organizational chart. So she's an influential person. You identify an influential person and worked into that way. C is the right answer. C is the right answer. I hope this time you got it right. C is a, and it's a very important question. Renuka, you are answering something and you are typing something else. Huh? You are the project manager for virtual diverse team. You have people belong to all culture in order to make uniformity. So where it should be in the team charter, straightforward team charter have the language what we are gonna talk. So A is the right answer. Okay. 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 Hmm. Now this is an interesting question. A and B both look right answers. Okay, so now in this pertinent question, when we talked about such questions, and you will of course see such question in the exam also, where you will you will be confused in two option, and that will be the entire PMP, that you are confused in two option. One look like a right option, two also look like a right option. Now that's the problem in the entire exam. So what you need to do, you need to consider, you need to put yourself in that scenario. Now you only have that information, you came and they were having conflict. Why they have a conflict before? We need to talk to them. So the right option is A. We need to identify the reason behind it. Okay, guys. So these were the 10 questions that we wanted to do. Make sure you are registered for the PMP Marathon, which will be on this Sunday. Don't miss that thing. If you are my student, you don't have to register, you are automatically registered. But if you are not my student, you need to register for that. Uh, you need to register for that thing. Okay, that is very important thing. You need to register for that part and thing. And guys, my batch program registration is already open. Many people have already registered. And if you haven't registered, why you haven't registered? We will make sure that through my end-to-end coaching, you become certified PMP. Thank you very much for joining. I always loved you when join the class, and see you on Sunday PMP Marathon. Bye bye.
Vinod is the first certified PM of 2023. Ganesh, Naeem, Arun, Junaid, Ramesh, Shahid, Sandeep, Naula, Rupat, Onkar, Nishit, Sulman, Mohit, Mati, Leo, Puram.